Hi, everybody, and welcome to Dr. Amy Woszczynski's, aka Dr. Amy's, Syllabus Overview. There are several general components of the syllabus that are relevant to all classes. I'll cover the general elements and will then have a separate presentation about the class specifics. As you're listening to this video, I encourage you to open the course syllabus and follow along. The learning outcomes for the syllabus overview include determine how to contact instructor, evaluate the time commitment required, explain how to submit assignments, list important dates, and highlight classroom and institutional policies. Let's start with how to contact me. The Q&A discussion board is the preferred choice for course and assignment questions that are non-urgent. If you have a question about an assignment or about something on D2L, it's likely that others do as well. If you know the answer, please post it. Don't wait on me. I will respond within 1 to 2 business days, unless it's a non-urgent question. Posting questions and answers in the discussion board area ensures one consistent message for all students. If you send me email first, I'm likely to post a Q&A and respond there, or I may ask you to post the question and answer if I respond to you directly. Always check Q&A responses prior to emailing me again. Microsoft Teams is a preferred choice for reaching me quickly. If you have a quick question, shoot me a message. If I'm online and it's an easy question, I'll answer right away. We can do face-to-face or voice-only meetings if I'm in my lounge clothes, if needed. Over the last few semesters, I've come to like Teams the best of all the options. You don't have to wait very long for an answer, and I don't have to sift through hundreds of emails to see which one might be important. Send me messages anytime, day or night. You won't wake me up. I'll respond ASAP. You don't have to use Teams if you prefer not to use it. It's simply another option for us to communicate. D2L Mail is another option to reach me. It's best to use for questions that are not relevant to the entire class. If you have a personal issue and are unable to complete an assignment, for instance, you may use D2L, although you can send me a message in Teams as well if you prefer. With any of the methods of communication, we can set up mutually agreeable times for virtual appointments. The course is entirely online. However, that doesn't mean it's less work. I require the same assignments, no matter the time frame. All assignments are available at the beginning of the semester. If you will have a timing conflict with an assignment, complete it early. It is important that you do not get behind. Please plan accordingly. Assignments should be submitted in D2L. You may not submit it to my email. Please proofread and review for writing clarity, typos, and content. This isn't a writing class, but you need to be able to clearly express ideas to get people to listen to you. Late assignments are not accepted. If D2L won't accept it, neither will I. We will follow the official academic calendar. Dates are shown in this table and listed in the syllabus. Let's look at some classroom policies. Participation. A critical component of all courses is an active debate and discussion. Feel free to offer your comments and to challenge other class members in constructive and positive ways. You may be assigned to groups, either randomly in D2L or through self-selected teams. Unless specifically identified as a group activity, all assignments are to be completed individually. It's hard to interpret emotions and sarcasm when you are online. Review what you write and then review it again. It's fine to disagree, but be respectful. There are many guidelines for etiquette online. A few of them are listed on the syllabus. Email policy. Email messages sent in D2L or to awoz@kennesaw.edu will receive a response from me within 2 business days unless otherwise noted. I expect you to respond to email messages from me within 2 business days as well. Grading guidelines. Each assignment has an associated rubric. I use a rubric or grading guidelines when assessing your work. I will generally return grades within 1 to 2 weeks. If there is a delay, I will inform you. Technology competencies. The course assumes a minimum level of proficiency in software productivity tools, e.g. Word, PowerPoint, etc., as well as with the D2L course management system. In order to keep up with this course, you must access D2L for course notes, handouts, assignments, email, and grades. In addition, D2L consists of tools that help structure course materials and delivery. I expect you to review all material in the course. That means open every learning module and familiarize yourself with all of the contents. Assignments and due dates are listed on the calendar. If I need to notify the entire class quickly, I will post an announcement. Please check regularly and/or change your settings so that you are notified when I post announcements, grades, mail messages, etc. Let's look at a couple of institutional policies and resources. I will highlight a few policies in this presentation, but you can view all of the institutional policies and guidelines in the syllabus. Non-discrimination policy. I will follow KSU's non-discrimination policy. I won't discriminate against anybody at all, no matter your race or color or creed or national origin or religion or sexual orientation or sex or veteran status or disability or age or gender identity or anything else you can possibly think of except for quality of submissions. I believe our classroom discussions are strengthened with listening to people who are different from us in any way, different major, different experience, different marital status, different responsibilities, different aspirations. And that's what makes class discussions so much more meaningful. I like the YMCA's commitment to diversity as shown here. We welcome all sizes, all colors, all genders, all beliefs, all religions, all types, all people, everyone. Tell me about your experiences, and I'll share my experiences based on qualities that I have that may be the same or different than you. I'll do my best to listen to you even if I don't agree with you, and I ask that you do the same to me and to your classmates. We are all adults and may decide to agree to disagree. Great. It makes the discussions more meaningful. You can view the full KSU policy online. I do have to admit one group that I tend to like less than other groups. You all recognize this mascot, right? Are you fans of this dog? You like this dog? Yes? I am not. I'm a rambling wreck. Perhaps we should not discuss sports this semester. By the way, bulldogs are not a protected class. Just saying. Of course, I'm being sarcastic. Can't see you in person, so want to make sure you know. Go Jackets. Academic integrity. Back to serious stuff. Don't take work from someone or share your own work with others except in explicitly noted group situations. Submit only your own work. If it's someone else's direct quote, then put quotes around it and cite it. If it's their idea, give them credit by using an inline text citation. This is a very important part of your student citizenship, so to speak. Demonstrate your personal integrity by clearly delineating what is yours from what is others. In this class, the minimum penalty is a grade of 0 on the assignment in question and possibly a grade of F in the course, depending on the egregious nature of the offense. Student conduct and academic integrity may become involved, and you could be expelled from the university. If you have questions about giving proper credit, ask me before you turn in the paper. And don't wait until the last minute to submit assignments, or you'll be tempted to use too much of the work of others. I want to see how you interpret what others have said. If I want to know what they say, I'll go and read their article. Course evaluations. Let's move to course evaluations. You know what these are, don't you? They allow you get to provide constructive feedback on your instructor and the course. I read every single one of these comments and evaluations, as does my chair. I try to improve the course over time based on your comments. The book you have now is a result of listening to feedback from students and finding a book that was a better fit for the topic. Now, please don't put the book sucks or the instructor sucks. That's not very constructive and doesn't allow me to make any improvements. Provide constructive feedback. What did you like? What could be better? I truly value your opinion and do my best to respond to student comments over time in an effort to continuously improve the course. For more information on these topics, please refer to the syllabus. If you still have questions, please post on the Q&A discussion board.